go make sure Emmy's okay.
All right.
Are you near me when you say that?
They're all in
Jimmy?
the same room. You're all in the same like church room.
You're welcome for that, by the way.
Well, I'm still holding onto the other guy with the rope, so I guess I'll tell Jimmy.
Well, let me check it out. Come over here.
Okay, so Jimmy's gonna go over there and like squat.
So
Be
I
like,
have
look this right here. I don't think this is supposed to move. I'm like
I have
jiggling his
holistic
collarbone up and
awareness
down.
and medicine.
You
Oh,
will.
no.
I mean, you can make if you want to like tell what's possibly broken on him. Yeah, you can definitely make like holistic awareness is it a
It's a merit.
It's a merit, so that will give you, I think, a bonus on your medicine roll. It'll probably be an intelligence plus medicine roll, and then holistic awareness will give you, well, I'll say, like, off the top of my head, +2, but I'm going to double check it quickly right now. So make that roll
I'll make a roll with +2.
Yeah.
And then, 0 successes.
So you're poking on him, and you're like, yeah, that's...
As you do.
That's probably broken, but you can't really, I mean... You can't really tell. He's rather tough, and he's not showing as many signs of being beaten to hell as he's acting like there is.
Yeah, I have 3 bubbles in holistic awareness, but I'm not sure how the merit stuff works.
Yep, I'm popping that. Don't worry about it. But yeah, you poke him, and you're like, it might be broken.
Yeah, so she's just like poking at it, moving it around.
Does this hurt?
Yes.
How about this?
Yes.
Does this still hurt?
No, that doesn't hurt as much actually.
Yep, it's broken.
Caligari comes up
Oh,
and
really?
is picking the arm and is poking that into you now too.
Oh, Jesus.
Ow! Ow! Cut it out.
Varys is looking on, not amused.
We should really go though before those other
Holistic
guys
awareness
show up.
for will give you bonuses when you're trying to actually do like a quick healing on like a mortal, basically.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're all kind of poking at Jimmy and seeing everything's okay. There's obviously a crumpled statue. Caligari's like poking him with like a dead arm, and like crumpled, kind of like in a fetal position, like crouched down under the pews is Alex, who's still tied up, and the rope is leading into Emmy's hands, who Emmy is holding the rope right there, and he's waiting quietly for you to chat.
This is which one?
Alex, the guy you came to save.
Oh, yeah.
This is
He's
the
the one
ghoul.
that's on the... Yeah. But the priest is still hiding off somewhere?
Yeah, the priest is still presumably in his office.
I'm gonna go hang out with the priest.
So you're just gonna get up and walk towards the office?
Yeah, I ignored him before, and now I'm gonna say hi.
Okay.
Oh, no. If Emmy seems fine, I'm going to make sure that... Oh, God.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm fine.
you're not 100% sure, Caligari, but you're not entirely sure if the priest even knows what vampires are. So, as a Nosferatu,
I
being
could die.
seen could break the masquerade. If he...
Okay,
you don't
maybe
know if
not,
he's...
maybe
Yeah.
not.
So you walk over, Varys is like chasing after you, and then like I can imagine Caligari just does like a heel turn and turns around and comes back 180 and is like, never mind.
No.
Genuinely
Wait, I was-
catches
I
me
was-
off guard. Like I got suddenly stop short, and like watch you walk by, like a bit confused.
I was stealing Bibles, wasn't I?
You basically have an armful of books that you were scouring around the church. You got at least one of them is a Bible. The other ones looked interesting to you. You don't have the time to go through them quite yet, but you will when you have
I'm
some
cool with
downtime.
it.
Yeah.
And I got this, and I got an arm, and
Yeah.
I'm just looting the place, man.
Yeah, basically you got a arms full of church loot, I guess. So Alex eventually will like poke his head up and be like, are we good? Is everything okay? What's going on?
You're coming with us. It's okay. Come on.
And I like drag you along, and I'm like skipping while I'm following Varys.
Emmy, we have to make sure that he's good.
Like, what do you mean by good?
The priest, the father. I mean, you got to make sure that he's all right. Like, he might know shit, in which case I think we're supposed to do something, or he might be okay. I don't know. We just got to go and make sure that things are good over there.
Okay.
And she turns around and she continues to follow you.
Maybe we shouldn't bring the guy in chains.
Oh, yeah, maybe not.
And I'm gonna hand the rope to Jimmy.
Here, take this. Hey, don't do anything.
Okay.
He nods emphatically, like he's not going to do anything. He's clearly terrified. And who's heading back there? Varys and Emmy?
I guess.
Okay. So you make your way back to the office. The office door is shut and locked.
Honestly, if we're, what is Caligari doing right now?
I was trying to kind of figure that out. I am looking at what you guys are doing.
So cool. If you seem interested in what we're doing, I'm just gonna kind of like gesture you over and just be like, try to give you like a signal to like keep an eye. You know what I mean? That way, like nearby in case we need your help. But you're kind of like
dancing.
uh,
But I'm keeping an eye out.
we were at a club earlier.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. You look like this, and I'm just like, not sure what you're getting at.
So we go over and you see the door is shut and locked.
It is shut and it is locked. I mean, it's a simple lock. It's just like the door handle lock.
I do know how to pick a lock. I just don't have actual lock picks on me.
Correct.
And this is a modern day lock. So, right. Or is it like an old church, like skeleton key lock?
Yeah, I mean, you're not sure, but it's definitely an older door and it's an older church. So
I look at it.
Yeah,
as
I'm
a
saying like it's an
skeleton
older,
key.
it's an older door, it's an older lock, so it's probably not as complicated as more of the modern, as a lot of the modern stuff.
Gotcha.
Could I use my persuasion specialization in emotional appeals to get him to come out?
You want to
way
just try
better
to,
than my
I was gonna
option.
say, you want to just talk to him through the door? You're more than welcome to
Yeah.
do so. Absolutely.
Thank you, Maggie. We're here to help you. click, shit.
Okay, so I guess I'll roll and then we'll see. So is it wits?
Not wits. It's gonna be you're just looking to talk to him, right? Just talk to him through the door.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give you like a presence, or no, you know what? Manipulation plus persuasion plus +1 because you have emotional appeals specialization.
Okay.
We're talking about the priest right now?
Yeah, he's locked himself in his office.
5 successes.
Why do we care?
Varys cares.
Varys
is the
cares.
only-
You probably wouldn't care. Emmy doesn't really care, but she only cares because Varys cares.
So
Hey,
yeah, go ahead, Jimmy.
While you guys take care of that, I'm gonna get this guy out of here. Is that fine?
Huh? Yeah. Just don't. We
Okay,
need him.
bye.
And Jimmy walks off outside.
Yeah, I'm taking Alex with me.
Okay,
I'm going
yep.
to the car.
We'll get to you in a second then. Emmy, what do you say through the door?
Hello? Is anyone in there?
She's like knocking on the door.
There's a few moments of silence before you hear kind of like a shaking, like scared voice from the back. You can hear it better because you're just a vampire and you have better senses. But he said in the background you can hear him say, "Yeah, what the hell's happening out there?"
I think it's over now. You can come out. I think it's safe.
Is again a few moments of quiet, and then you hear some shuffling happening, and then some quick footsteps before the door handle does like turns, and you hear it unlock, and he peeks through the door. And assuming he's greeted with the sight of Varys and Emmy.
Then I eat him. No, just kidding.
You just attack him.
Humanity 4.
Whoops. So he peeks through the door, sees Varys, sees Emmy, and he again kind of just panicked look in his eyes, and he just says, "What happened out there?"
Honestly, Father, some really fucked up shit.
Do I need to call the police?
Yeah, probably. But before you do that, do you know what was up with that fucking guy that was locked upstairs?
He takes a minute because he remembers. I remember you had a conversation with him about this already, kind of very quickly, and he nods. He's like, "I mean, every once in a while they use this church as a hiding ground for whoever they end up having, but I've tried to talk against them in the past, but it's just end with violence and threats, and the safety of my parishioners is of the most importance, and so I work with them, not willingly, but I do.
So you got like an arrangement or something going on?
My safety, and the safety of the church for basement, and if they need it, the tower."
Well, they ain't gonna be using that for a while. So
He actually looks like taken aback by that, like,
There anymore.
and then he hears Emmy say that, and he's just wide-eyed, but he just mouth is slightly agape, but doesn't say anything.
I come a little bit closer and I drop the gargoyle wing and I just plop it in front of me, like, for emphasis. Just clatter.
And he'll peek out and just see the wing. Doesn't see Caligari, but can see the wing, and just doesn't. He just looks at it and doesn't say anything. He's just dumbfounded at the moment.
All right. Well, Father, if you already got an arrangement with these people, then listen, I'm not going to tell you what the fuck you're doing, even if it's pretty fucked up. So we're just going to go on our way and let you kind of like think about your own confessional and shit. All right. Good night.
And you turn and walk?
I'm good.
Yep. Emmy, do you as well turn and walk?
Yeah, have a good night.
And she just follows Varys.
So as soon as you both turn and walk, the door just shuts behind you and you hear it lock again. Likely he's going to end up calling the cops, so you know that your time is short. And we're going to cut to Jimmy real quick. Jimmy, you're bringing him outside, and after he kind of leave the building and you make your way down the stairs and into the grass, I'm assuming you're heading to the car, you said.
Yeah.
He just looks to you in like a panicked eye, and he just asks, who sent you?
Your boss, I think.
My boss.
Yes?
I've been, so he, and he kind of like seems relieved, and he's like, he wants me back alive. That's such a relief. Thank God. Oh, you're here to save me. Oh, I thought for sure that I was being captured by.
No, wow, sorry, wow. We're just not the best at communicating, I guess.
He's like patching the shoulder. He's like, no, it's fine. I thought I was being taken by another covenant. Man, I've got a family. I got a job. Like, I'm not like you guys. You know what I mean?
Nope.
You don't know what I mean.
I mean, conceptually, I guess, but yeah, I don't really actually pay that much attention when people are talking about how all this works. So,
it's not my place to educate. That's fine. I'm just glad he sent you for me. And he just deep breath, and he seems much more relaxed on his walk. Can you make me a wits plus composure check, please, Mr. Jimmy?
Yes. Boom, 2 successes.
You're walking him to the car. Again, he seems much more visibly relaxed when you're like, we were sent here by your boss. As you kind of put him into the car, I'm assuming you're leaving him tied up. Is that the plan?
I mean, I'm just going to put him in the car.
Yeah, just leave the thing.
Yeah.
And as you shut the car door, and you're either making your way back or making your way to the front of the car, you're pretty sure you hear footsteps a bit of a distance to to the left of the car, in some brush, in some trees.
I mean, I'm going to keep going to the car, but I'm going to take a look.
You don't see anything. You look over there. There's nothing there. You can't see it, but you're damn sure there was you heard something.
Okay, well, I'm going to get the fuck out of here then.
Okay, so you hop in the car and just go without waiting for the other three? Okay, that's fine. So we'll cut back to Caligari, Varys, and Emmy, who are now together near their pews. What are the three of you planning on doing? Just leaving?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So the three of you make your way out the church, and as you go looking, Jimmy is missing. Jimmy in the car, he's gone. Looks like he left. Car's gone, but you're good.
That's fine. I'm gonna send just a question mark emoji.
Oh God.
Is that technically an emoji, or is it just a question?
I'm sure there is one, to be honest.
No, there is one. It's a big red one.
Yeah,
sometimes like a red one with an exclamation point, like right there is like one. But is it technically
So
an emoji?
instead of sending the question mark, you were actually
He
sending an
actively
emoji
looked
of
for
a
the
question
emoji. Yeah.
And it's like in the back end too. So I had to slide for a while too. So I'm like playing on my phone for like 8 or 9 seconds where I find it and I hit it. But I wanted that red one because it's like bold and he knows that it's like important. And then I get into the truck.
Cool. And Caligari climbs into I'm assuming like dumps all of her findings in the back of the truck. Are you gonna go back into the church and drag the wing out? Like
Yeah, I was trying to mention that I was going to at least try to take it with me.
So you see Caligari dump all of her books and everything that she got into the back of the truck.
Chains? Do I still have the chains?
The chains were in the wall. You never yanked them out of the. You found you found the chains to the basement that you ripped off. You have those chains.
Yeah, I have those ones.
Yep, that's fine.
So
You put all that into the back, and then you see Caligari turn around and head back into the church. And a few moments later, she's like dragging the wing out of the church. and making her way to the truck as Varys and Emmy are just sitting there like, what? the
No,
hell?
Emmy's got like her head in like the window of the truck out the back,
Uh-huh.
like in the back window, and she's like,
So, like, what are you gonna do with all that stuff?
Don't
doesn't
put
have
that in the bed of the truck. What's the matter with you?
Why?
Well, two things. One, people are gonna ask some fucking questions, and
It's half
two,
of a gargoyle. You'll be fine.
you're gonna fucking blow out my shocks.
Oh, we'll get a new ones. Fine. She just starts walking with it then. She's like, So she's gonna walk home and start dragging it behind her.
I'm actually perfectly fine with that. Like I will start the car and wait a couple moments, and then like loop around and drive by her, like with the window down, probably so that like as
I
soon as
start
she's on
to
the right side.
threaten to throw it at him because I'm dragging it and I'm pretty goddamn strong.
Yeah.
So
No, you're dragging
I
it.
like I'm going to throw it at the car.
I slowed down so that Emmy's side was like by her in case Emmy wanted to say anything. But if she doesn't, if it was like she's looking to throw and Emmy doesn't say anything, then I'm just gonna pick up speed.
yeah, as she's walking by, I'm like,
Are you sure you want to walk the whole way with that?
If I can't have it in the truck.
I look at Varys, I'm like,
Why can't she have it in the truck?
People are gonna ask some fucking questions. We got a gargoyle wing that's gonna make them come looking at the fucking truck,
how big is
and
this
then they're gonna look in the fucking
how many-
truck.
how many-
They're
It's,
gonna see a guy's arm.
it's
Is-
probably
Like
like,
we got an arm in the truck.
Arm. It's a good idea. Okay. I
I want to know how big it is first.
the wingspan probably is like the size of goes up to like Caligari's chin, like from the ground
Ooh.
up to the chin. It's big. It's
How
like it's a
tall are
big wing.
you,
very
Caligari?
big. I tuck it into like some nearby, well, it's mostly atop of a hill. Is there?
Yeah, you're like in a park, so you could easily find trees or some bushes or something
Yeah,
that you're looking
I
to.
took it away over there, and it's one of my new bolt holes now.
All right, that's fine.
Because I wanted to use it as a bed.
No, the gargoyle way, yeah, whatever you
So
want.
if she can fold it up enough that it can't be seen over like the lip of the bed, then
I'm gonna-
I'll grumble, but let her do it.
No,
Well,
it's
she's-
fine.
she's gonna hide
now
it.
I think it'll
have a place
fit.
there. I'm now. I have a place I know how to stay in the park now.
You know, this might
Okay,
might
while
help.
she's doing that, I'm just gonna be like,
Wait, I think she's gonna leave it in the park.
And then I come back and I hop in the bed of the truck,
There you go.
scowling.
A fucking dog is gonna find it in the park. Whatever.
It's
Who's
a
gonna
gargoyle
carry
wing.
that around?
So Mathis, quick question. Maybe I misinterpreted the size of the gargoyle. D&D terms, size category.
Oh God, size category in D&D terms probably large.
Large? Okay, so that's what I was thinking. So large size creature with a wingspan, like a human would have a wingspan of like 18 feet, right?
I
It's like
guess.
24 feet, right? So I was thinking like fucking huge. That's why I was like, wait, would this even fit in the truck? So, but anyway, so go ahead.
So she climbs into the truck, and you guys drive off. I'm
right.
assuming is how it goes. She
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
hid the wing to the best of her ability. She has all the other loot in the back of the truck. You guys drive off. Jimmy already left. And we're
Did he
basically going to
respond?
fast forward to the initial meeting place where you actually ended up getting the job in the first place. St. Clair, the gentleman is there. Jimmy arrives first, and probably not too long before the others. Do you wait for them, or do you head inside right away, Jimmy?
I mean, I'm gonna take the guy inside,
Okay.
pour him a drink.
Sounds
that's
good.
fine.
Heading right inside and back into the library.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. When you actually head into the study, the gentleman who gave you the job is sitting there with a book in one hand, a glass of wine in the other, into the chair, and one of his legs kicked up on top of the mahogany table where he was sitting last when you spoke to him last. As you walk in, he
Did you
like
even move?
he perks up when you say that and smiles and then takes a sip and then goes back to reading, seeing that the other three aren't there. And just waits. Eventually, the truck pulls up. The three of you arrive into this rather nice house. And you all head inside, I'm assuming, as well. And you are greeted with the vision of Alex, who's still bound, Jimmy, who poured him a glass to drink, and the gentleman, again, with the book, glass of wine, leg up on the table as all three of you walk in. And then when you finally walk in, the three of you, before you have a chance to say anything, he smiles, claps the book shut, finishes what he was drinking and puts the drink down, stands up, and he says, the prodigal children return. And I see you were successful. Messy, 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 though. surprising, seeing that 2 of you are Maquette and 1 of you is a Nosferatu. The fact that the job went down so rather violently at the end. Surprising, but in the end, pleasantly surprising. Please tell me everything that happened. Where was he? Who had him? I'm curious what your side of the story is. And then he kind of kicks back into the chair and waits.
Caligari hasn't said or really done anything yet. She got excited by the word messy. But she had taken about 2 of the most boring books in the pile. She kind of sorted them out in the back of the truck. And she's taking the 2 boring ones and she's replacing them on the shelf with more interesting ones. So she's essentially just, this is my book now.
She's like, you're taking one of his good ones and putting the boring one.
His good ones, I'm trading them out.
Much like last time, he actually doesn't seem to acknowledge the fact that you're doing it. Or he sees you do it, but he doesn't seem to care or mind that much. He lets you kind of do it.
Seems like you know what happened already, so why are you asking us?
I want details. Listen, child. We have eyes everywhere, and I'd be still silly not to have people watching you in case that you got killed, dusted, murdered, and all that useful information or all that tail wagging and following that you ended up doing was lost to the ether. Yeah, I had eyes on you. I'd be stupid not to. But I didn't have eyes in the rooms with you and get to hear about that fight or see that fight. I heard there was a kerfuffle in the church. What that was, what happened, I don't know. I need you to tell me.
There was a problem. We took care of it.
What was that problem?
It was
Fucking
a giant
gargoyle.
Gargoyle. It was pretty cool. I kind of saw it coming, but I got him out.
He actually like gestures to Alex. Is like, and you did. He points back to Varys, a gargoyle. Now, I don't think that the 4 of you had ever seen a gargoyle before, and you bested one.
Yes.
That's impressive. Very, very, very impressive. And he stands up and he makes his way over to Alex, and you kept him bound, afraid that he might not be who he says he is. And he goes and pulls out like a letter opener that's like sitting on a shelf nearby and goes to like cut the ropes with them.
Kept him bound because he's a fucking weirdo.
Oh, language, Varys, language.
Fuck off.
You're a guest in my home. Please, I don't want to have to report back to your sire with negative news.
What, did I got a fucking potty mouth? Are you kidding me? What, is he gonna wash it out with soap or something? Fucking weird.
Varys. You're allowed to have however dirty of a mouth you wish to have, but when you're in the presence of a superior's home, you follow his rules. And I like to keep things clean here. Sterile. And that does mean the words that come out of your mouth. And then he goes and finishes cutting the rope.
I like when things are clean, too.
Is that why you bribe a father?
Bribing a father? I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, whatever.
So, you found him, you killed a gargoyle in the process. Now tell me more. What was happening in that church? Was he being kept there against his will? Who was keeping him there? Why was he there? And he actually ushers Alex out of the room. Like, he clearly could get this information out of Alex, but he, like, pushes Alex out. He's like, I'll talk to you later. Don't worry. There's food and drink in the other room, and we'll get you healed up if you need any tending to. And he sends him away.
Didn't you need him? Like, what?
I don't need him. My friend needs him. It's my friend's school, not my school.
Okay.
So is this a normal thing? Like, we got to do a debriefing after we get sent off to do this stuff?
Of course. At least with me.
Can I do like at least do you got like paperwork or something? Because that's easier.
I just want to know what you're willing to tell me. What happened?
Oh yeah, I'm good at drawing pictures.
Oh, and he smiles and kind of like reaches and pats you on the head. And he's like, good. Well, if you wish to draw what happened, feel free. We can get you pen and paper if you wish. But I just want to know how everything went down. I don't know why you're putting up such a fight. Who did you run into? Did you get into any fights? Did you leave any bodies around that I'm going to have to clean up after? And he looks to
do that one.
When he says that, like his demeanor kind of changed and he looks to Varys. And he just kind of gives him a long glare. And then Jimmy says, we did do that one. And he nods. So how many bodies? How many died? And do we need to do any cleanup?
2?
I told you. I had ears and eyes, but no specific eyes where you were fighting. So yes, there needs to be a debriefing. I need to know what we need to clean.
2 bodies.
They like hit a body underneath that.
2 bodies.
He was alive though.
No, he
Oh
wasn't.
yeah.
Alive.
The
Two-
guy that you took the arm off of?
He's a vampire. He's
Yeah,
alive.
he lives.
Oh,
He lived,
yeah, you're right.
Um,
Right. I forgot about those guys.
Tell
Do
me.
they count?
You'll find out. Tell me where the bodies are. How many are they? Dead mortals?
Let's see. Two immortals?
Two
One
dead
mortal?
mortals?
One dead mortal, actually. Right? Yeah.
His as you say that, he seems to loosen up a bit, but it's very clear his demeanor has changed from this kind of happy-go-lucky to much more businessman oriented, kind of like down to the facts. Where's the
Emmy's
body?
drawing, and she's like,
Oh yeah, and like one of them wasn't dead, but I might have ate.
and she goes back to drawing.
No, I'm pretty sure that guy's gonna make it. Let's see. Part of the roof collapsed in the church, which is a pretty solid excuse for the weirdness. Just putting that out there. It kind of looks like the gargoyle fell through the roof at this point. It's nice. It sort of cleans itself up. Oh yeah, and we put another vampire in torpor and we stashed him in a basement.
He's all right. I knew about him.
Oh, also Caligari stole the guy's arm.
And she just keeps
She
drawing.
says nothing but glares at
I'm
me.
actually drawing a photo of Caligari with like holding the arm.
He actually like furrows his
Is it
brow. And,
happy? Is it like a happy painting of like Caligari with like
Oh yeah, it's totally like a little drawing, but except for it's like stick figures and with like crayon.
I love it.
interesting. That's awesome. He looks to Caligari. You took his arm.
Yeah, he wasn't using it.
What do you plan on
Yeah,
doing
she made
with
shadow
that arm?
puppets. It was actually pretty funny.
I'm gonna make it my friend.
You do realize that detached limbs of vampires eventually dust over time, right?
Eventually. For now, it's great.
So we have the vampire in torpor at the building across the street from the club was taken care of. Don't worry about that. The two mortals, one dead, one possibly dead, will have to be taken care of. Were there any witnesses to the fighting outside of them? You said something about a father, Varys. Is he alive or is he one of the dead ones?
Oh, the priest? Yeah, he's alive. He's one that you got some sort of deal going on with.
He shakes his head again. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. But
There's some weird shit stuff that happens in that church, and he
Don't
said
you think
that
don't you think if I would have a deal with the priest, I would have had Alex back in no time?
one of our wonderful society has a deal with the guy, so he's understands some weird stuff happens from time to time, and he's not going to say anything because he's frankly a traitor to the faith.
He thinks he's gonna die if he. Yeah, pretty much.
And she just keeps drawing. She actually draws the priest like hiding in a room, but instead it's just like in a box.
What do you plan on? Do you plan on giving him that drawing out of curiosity, or is that just for yourself?
I don't know. She hasn't decided yet.
Okay. That's totally fine. So he's like, all right, well, that's nothing that can't be taken care of if need be. I'll send a few out that way to make sure everything's cleaned up. You did what you were told to do, and you did it much more directly than I expected you to. And like I said, I'm actually impressed that you were able to do it. Come back tomorrow night. Your sires should be here tomorrow night. We're going to, we're going to fulfill our promises to the four of you.
Wait, all of our sires?
All three.
Wait, do they know each other?
Of course they know each other.
Oh, is this like a family reunion? Are we all family? Are you my new cousins?
Do you say that to, like, the party?
Yeah.
I walk up and I put my arm around her and then hug her with the other arm too. Yeah.
All right. I mean, we'll like extend a hug too.
Either way, we plan on fulfilling what the promise was. You did the job. Now your sires will properly release you into a vampire society. And then after that, maybe we'll have a job for you again, but this time with proper rewards and proper payment. You have the rest of the night. It's still early. You have a few hours before sunrise. Go make enjoyment. That's not the word I was looking for. Go make haste and enjoy the night. Do what you can, enjoy yourselves, or just go and rest. We'll see you tomorrow. And then he goes back to picking up his book and plops into his chair.
So next time you have us in here, you're gonna have some equipment for us.
I'm gonna have a bunch of things for you.
So do we get like a body cam or something? Since you know you want to watch every one of our moves, I just figured why not put a fucking a freaking body cam on us, and then you can just see everything for yourself. Can get you this Wi-Fi connection and everything. We'll make sure there's only like a half-second lag. You can see things pretty much real time. I'll hook you up. Good stuff.
Varys.
Oh, it'll be like one of those. What are the kids?
Listen, I just want to know if you're gonna put on a plastic glove and you shove your finger up my ass, or if you're just gonna go raw. I just want to know how things are working here. I just need to know.
You're a vampire, Varys. Cameras don't work that particularly well with you, first of all. And I prefer not to have video evidence of the masquerade prancing around doing their thing available to be hacked and stolen by any passerby who hence to maybe take you down in the process. God forbid another covenant takes you down, a rival one, and takes that evidence for themselves. Then not only is my life in danger, but so is yours.
Ah, hence the inconvenient conversation we're having right now. I gotcha. Hence the people you got watching us every time we, go to take a dump or something. I gotcha. That's cool.
He doesn't actually say anything. He just has like a little smirk on his face and continues reading. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure you
sit
will.
down sort of near his chair, and I kind of look at him, and I wave with the arm to get his attention.
He
How long do these last?
depends on the vampire.
Oh. Can I reanimate it?
He actually like kind of gives you a weird look. I'm sure with the right magics it's possible, but not that I'm aware of.
How would I find that?
I couldn't even begin to point you in the right direction, child.
Uses the and, points at all the books.
Is that like what kind of thing would that be under, Mathas? Like, is that an occult thing or what is that?
Yeah, so there's like forbidden magics, and then there's under a very specific covenant, like Kruak magics.
To see if I would know?
You can roll me how about an intelligence plus occult roll?
Okay, well, I have 3 occult and
Yeah.
1 int. Not as much int. Is there a way I could use wits instead? No, that's probably
No.
it. Okay. Ooh, it's taking forever to roll. 2 successes.
So you have heard of there are magics, and there's like forbidden blood magics that you've probably heard talk of with maquettes and stuff. What specifically you would use though to this, you're not entirely sure though. If you were to pick out a covenant that might know it, it would be the Circle of the Crone. So your mind would know. Maybe the Circle of the Crone knows, but you don't know if you have any.
I'm just still drawing pictures, and like around your picture with your hand and you're waving it. I'm also drawing like all the other little things that you put in the truck. And then she's like,
Oh, I think like you're probably gonna want to look for the Circle of the Crown. They're kind of into that kind of stuff.
All right. She turns back to what's his name?
Mr. St. Clair.
St. Clair. I was gonna
Yeah.
say St. Paul, and I was like, no. I look to Mr. St. Clair again. I'm like, yeah, well, just keep your ear out about it, all right? Put some feelers out there for me. And then she waves.
And he nods to that and keeps reading through his books.
Oh, fine.
Do you guys have anything planned for the rest of the night, or do you want to just kind of head back to your temporary havens for the night and just wait until tomorrow?
Jimmy's got to go clubbing because he needs blood.
Okay, we can get to that for sure. Anybody else? Do you say that out loud, or you just kind of go on your own?
I figure I'll go on my own.
Sure. Anybody else want to feed while they're out for the night and top off on some Vitae, or is everybody good?
I need to feed, yeah.
How much of Emmy's good? I'm pretty sure Emmy's like topped.
oh, but she's down.
That's fine. Caligari, what are you at for Vitae right now?
I have 4.
Okay. And Scott, you're down to 3, right?
That's not great.
So did all of you just want to go out and hunt real quick and take care of some stuff?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Anything I can do to further my relations with the rats?
I have an idea for that. We're gonna get to that soon.
Okay. I was wondering if that was going to be tonight or.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get you a little something because you put 3 into allies vermin, so we're going to hook you up. So you guys are heading out, and you're gonna kind of do your own thing. I'm not gonna role play it too much. I just kind of want to make some rolls here. How do you plan on feeding Jimmy? Do you plan on it just being like persuasive and just like getting a drunk girl and whatnot, or boy?
Jimmy's gonna hit a club and find the first drunk human who hits on him and go for it.
That's
right?
fine. Easy
it's
enough.
Very straightforward.
Yep. That's gonna be I always forget if I want to use like presence or manipulation, but why don't we
My
go?
intent was to use socialize.
Yeah, because you have what, barfly or
Yeah.
what it was? Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. So
But if you fail, you have to dance.
yeah.
IRL.
So
I'm great at dancing.
let me just pop open your character sheet real quick. Yeah, why don't we use presence plus persuasion plus your, or socialize rather, plus your +1 in barf whatever it is, partying. Sorry, partying.
Cool, sounds good. Let's see.
So you get a +1 on there. Caligari, in the meantime, are you planning on finding a homeless guy in the alley somewhere to just drink from?
I'm thinking about it. If there is, do I have any sense of whether there's just like a convenient corpse? This is Chicago, so maybe someone's died.
I mean, people are dying all the time in Chicago. You're looking for like a fresh corpse to drink out of, basically.
Yeah, and then I'll supplement it with a rat.
Gotcha. Off the top of your head, no, not right out the gate. So, I mean, crimes happen all the time. If you ever stumble across one, you could. But off the top of your head, like, where could I go to get a corpse? You know, hospitals, but that's going to be a hell of a trek. And then getting in without being seen is probably too much trouble than it's worth. Your best bet, I think, or at least just for a quick feed, is either to grab a bunch of rats and just drain them, or to find a homeless guy and drain him. Rats would be...
I'll do homeless.
Yep, that's easy enough. All right, we'll do that. So your success, Jimmy, you're allowed to drain whatever you feel like doing. You succeeded. Homeless person, do you plan on just finding one that's sleeping or finding one that's awake and trying to, like, drink with them and coerce them?
That's a very good question. Yeah, let's coerce one.
Sure.
Actually, no, I'm gonna, they're gonna wake up when I sneak up on him anyway.
Yes, but you also have, through experience, know when you bite someone, the kiss, it's called, they're in a point of ecstasy and they don't really realize what's going on once
Oh,
you
so
like.
it's a good thing. All right,
Yes,
good
yes.
for them.
So if you want to find somebody sleeping, basically it's gonna determine what check you make. If you find someone that's sleeping, it's gonna be a stealth check. If you want to coerce somebody, all right, cool. So we will. You easily find a homeless sleeping person just in an alleyway, just kind of napping, either passed out from just a long day or drunk, whatever it is. And we're gonna have you make a dexterity plus stealth check.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
And I'll give you +1 for having shadowing as a specialization for really
Okay.
creeping up on them.
I super need
Oh
that.
my gosh.
And
I'm
if you
gonna
wake
make,
them
like, a
up, you can just force them. You got it.
Yay.
Wet dream.
So you find someone and you easily walk up on them. They maybe like gasp or snort like they're maybe waking up. You wait a minute, they're quiet, and then you lay into them. You lay a bite in, and you can drain. Now, just so you know, yeah, you pat him on the head and go. So how much did you end up draining, Jimmy, out of him? Humans typically have on average 7 health to pull from.
5.
Okay, so you leave him or her either pretty alive or, you know, close to dead, but still alive, breathing. You can tell they're not quite dead. Caligari, how much do you plan on pulling off of this person? How much vitae?
How much vitae should I have?
I mean, anything more than 5 is usually pretty solid.
Okay.
You can drain him down by however much you want, but remember, if you do 7, he's probably dead.
I'm considering killing him just for the fun of it. Yeah, I'll leave him on the brink of death.
How much do you want to leave him with? 1 or 2?
1.
Okay, you leave him with
So-
1.
Can't be the worst life, huh?
So you take 6 vitae out of him.
Whoa. So I get 6 vitae?
Mm-hmm. You get 6. Scott, where do you plan on drinking?
A fucking piece of shit.
So like
Now-
a homeless guy as well?
What, homeless people are pieces of shit? I mean,
Well, what do you mean by piece of shit? Like,
I want to look around for somebody that just looks like a dirtbag, like somebody who's like breaking the law, or somebody that's like beating their wife. Like I want to actively look for somebody that does not look like a good person. Just be like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck your day up, and
Okay.
I want to drink that person's blood.
And if
Sounds
there's more
good.
than one of them, that would be preferable.
And wow, Mathis, that was mean to homeless people.
I didn't mean it like that. It was
Jeez.
vague, and that's where my brain
Wow.
went. My
Wow,
bad.
sometimes people go through rough patches, Mathis.
No doubt.
You know?
I have nothing
There's
against
some
them.
nice homeless people.
There are plenty of. Listen, don't put me on the
No,
spotlight
I'm
here.
just, I know.
All
I
right.
have lots of conversations with homeless people, and some of them are really nice. I'm just saying.
No,
they have
that's
some
true.
interesting stories.
So you're gonna hop in the car and head to a shady part of town that you know.
Sure,
Sound
yeah.
good?
I don't know. Maybe even a nice part of town. Pieces of shit live there too.
That's
No,
true.
I
very
go
true.
wherever. I go wherever seems easy. Yeah.
We're a shady part of town, and it doesn't take you very long, maybe an hour or two of just driving around as you're just waiting to find something. You can see somebody. It looks like they're clearly attempting to break into a parked car. Like they don't seem they don't seem surrounded by anybody. They look like they're like either kicking at the window in the passenger side door, parked up along kind of a relatively abandoned street.
So not like they have a wallet shoved in there and they've got like a coat hanger.
No,
but
they're
like,
just straight up
they're
violently going at the window.
Okay, so not like accidentally it's somebody's own car. They forgot. Okay, cool. The
No.
likelihood is pretty good. All right,
Yeah.
all right, cool. I'm going to, well, once I see this and I pull off to the side and I don't think anybody's like really paying attention or whatever, like however it is I'm doing it. When I don't think anybody notices me, that's when I want to activate my obfuscate to like get all invisible and
Absolutely. Like I said, it's a relatively
myself.
It's a relatively quiet street. It doesn't take you long to find a place that is hidden away from any prying eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So feel
it's-
free.
I believe it's stealth plus dexterity plus obfuscate is how I'm doing that one. So let's do sheet roll. And that looks good. Normal. Woohoo! Okay, good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're wounded to
Always-
hell.
Always
Forgot.
scared. Always scared.
So yeah, you do it without a problem. Nobody notices you, and now you are basically invisible. Do you plan on just walking up to this guy behind him and just latching on?
Yeah, well, I'm going to look around first. I don't know if I have to make a roll for that to make sure he doesn't have like a buddy that's playing his lookout or something like that.
So you turn the corner and you head onto the street. Again, relatively quiet street. The street lights themselves, some are flickering, some are off, so it stays relatively dark. Once you see him in eye view, feel free to make me a wits plus composure check.
Sure, yeah. Wits plus composure. Make sure that's doing it right. It is. No, that's resolve plus composure. Sorry. Cool. And I'll roll now.
You take time, you look around, you're
gonna say.
eyeing, and two things pop out. One, looks like this guy doesn't have anybody around. Two, there's a couple of empty beer bottles by this guy's feet. Looks like this guy's probably making some poor decisions and didn't really think this through.
That's okay. That's okay. I've been drunk a shit ton of times and have never tried to break into a car. So maybe I'm not a shitbag. Maybe.
Maybe you're not a shitbag.
Maybe. 1 point in my,
Or he's gonna drunk drive. So either way.
Yeah, either way, he's trying to get it. Maybe this is his own car, and he's so drunk he can't even
Nika.
get. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so even if this was his own car, he's still a shitbag. I know a lot about drunk driving. I killed Emmy.
That's true. That
Oh
is
my
true.
gosh, full circle.
It is full circle.
All right, so I'm gonna sneak up behind the guy and stick it in him.
You
Thanks.
do it without any. You don't need to make a roll. Like he doesn't see you coming. He's too drunk. You're obfuscated, and you just latch in. Do you? How much do you plan on draining out of this guy?
I don't know. You don't know right off the top. I'd like to top off, but that's 7, so that would probably kill him. So I guess I'll
Like
grab. I'll grab. Does he look scrawny? Is he a scrawny guy? Is he a Mathis?
For the sake of it, sure. He's like a Mathis, which is why he can't kick this window in. He's trying, and he just can't do it.
I'm gonna take 5. I'm gonna take 5.
That's fine. You drink him. I'm assuming Emmy is keeping an eye out the whole time just to make sure nobody's walking around. And do you just leave him on the sidewalk at that point? After he collapses as you are draining him for each vitae, and you kind of have to like cradle him as he goes to the ground so he doesn't collapse and smash his head wide open and then actually die.
I'm gonna push him slightly under the car around where he was trying to break it. But quick question. I lick the wounds.
Yes,
obviously.
of course.
My character looks at it for a moment with disgust, then licks the wound, and it disappears. And he's like, because he's trying to get used to it. Is this a nice car or is this like a shit car?
It's a shit car.
It's a shit car. So I look around like this thing probably doesn't have insurance. So I'm gonna smash the window,
Okay.
setting off an alarm.
No alarm goes off.
Okay. Well, I smashed the window that does make me very visible.
Yep.
So I smashed the window, and I'm going to kind of like hoof it out of there as quickly as possible, hoping that got somebody's attention.
No problem. So you jump into the car, Emmy right behind you, and you drive off, hoping that it's all taken care of. And then you guys are heading off to your havens for the night, wherever that ends up being. Jimmy, a park, Caligari, a sewer tunnel, or something she goes to hide in, and then the two of you into a
I'm fine. I'm just gonna go to my apartment.
And wherever you guys end up going is where you end up going, and that's where we're gonna stop for the first break.
I do want to say that Emmy is probably going to would have given him the drawing that she drew.
Okay.
At the
Absolutely.
end. When she walked out, she walks over and like puts it in front of him, in front of his book.
Okay.
And goes,
There you go. I think it's really beautiful, and Father would be very proud.
and then she walks away.
All right, that's fine. You'll have to tell me what is specifically in that drawing later, just in case. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Go grab a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever you gotta do, and we'll be right back.